The new German-engineered Volkswagen Golf. We made it fast. We made it agile. We made it big. And at this price, we may have made it hard to buy just one. Golf. It's not a car. It's a Volkswagen.
When you send a package to Europe, do you get that sinking feeling that it could be anywhere? Here, there, out of your hands, lost. Well, now, Federal Express is going to Europe. We'll make sending a package there as easy and reliable as it is here. 2-day service to London, Frankfurt, Zurich, Brussels, Amsterdam, and Paris. On our own planes. Now that you know Federal Express is going to Europe, why fool around with anyone else?
A lot of long-distance companies would like you to think they're just like AT&T. But take a closer look and see how different they really are. No operator service, no immediate credit for wrong numbers, and no service from many small towns. Only one long-distance company gives you full service, only AT&T. Sometimes there's just no substitute for the real thing. AT&T, the more you hear, the better we sound. AT&T, the right choice.
The game that counts, the pressure mounts, the kickoff's almost here. I'm out of the way! Now you're talking football. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is smoking here.
Stroh's, fire brewed for smooth, consistent taste.
Now you're talking Stroh's. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is smoking here.
A few clouds have rolled over America's farms in recent years. And to some people, it looks like farmers have been caught in a storm. But farmers have a way of adapting to uncertainty like no one else, because they deal with uncertainty and risk nearly every day. His adaptability has always allowed the farmer to weather tough times and come out stronger than before. It can happen again, but only if Americans get involved now by reading about, listening to, and understanding the issues that affect our farms. It's essential because our country depends on farmers and the food they produce. And only when the outlook is brighter for the farmer will it be brighter for America.
Come on, boy. Let's go back to work.
This message brought to you on behalf of the American farmer by the makers of Dual Herbicide.
A performance story from Phillips 66. Subject, the environment. The fragile, the beautiful, the irreplaceable. How do we help ensure they'll remain part of our environment? Example, this water treatment system made with a Phillips plastic that helps keep our rivers clean, clear, and alive. Phillips Petroleum. You'll find performance in everything we do.
At Duracell, we had to go to the ends of the earth just to top our own copper top. Introducing the new highly improved copper top battery. So improved, it'll last up to 30% longer than any battery we've ever made. The new copper top. We go to great lengths to stay ahead of the pack. Duracell, when it comes to making them last longer, we never stop.
Out on the town, flying around, pizzas disappear. Now you're talking Friday night, now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is smoking here.
Stroh Light. Smooth, refreshing, less filling.
Now you're talking Stroh's. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is smoking here.
When a businessman is waking up in, say, Los Angeles, his main office in New York is already well into its day. And very often there's information the main office would like men such as this to have the moment they come in. Well, now, through a modern computer innovation called telemail, they can send them that information and have them punch it right up the minute they arrive.
Gee,
No, GTE.
When a cold invades your house, get neosinephrine. For stuffy little noses, nothing's more gentle or more effective. For bigger noses, nothing's faster or longer lasting. Let your whole house breathe easier with neosinephrine.
Your resume is fine, but the interview's on the line, 'cause
I feel a cold sore coming on. Campho-Phenique Cold Sore Gel works on developing cold sores to help speed healing. Campho-Phenique Gel helps stop cold sores from stopping you.
The affordable German road car. The Volkswagen Jetta.
Wednesday, will Birthday Blues bring Ed and Mary together?
Well, Ed, how can I thank you?
Have dinner with me tonight.
How else?
Then a sexy assistant DA investigates a romantic movie star.
The man is known for his conquest.
On Holy Square. And
Someone mentioned murder?
a blind woman may help Harry unravel a murder. June Allison guests, crazy like a fox. Then, a man is stalked by a vengeful killer. A terrified wife seeks help. But can the equalizer accept the case?
I am not your husband anymore.
Wednesday.
This is CBS.
Say, Earl, you still thinking of switching corn soil insecticides?
Yeah, I've thought about it a lot. Mine's just not doing the job anymore.
Well, you ought to take a look at this magazine ad for Brute brand insecticide. It says here, Brute blends its active ingredient throughout each granule instead of just sticking it on the surface like other products. So when you put Brute in the soil, it releases protection gradually, not all at once. Brute keeps your corn safe from rootworms all season long, from planting until the rootworm season is over. Brute corn soil insecticide. It's the one to switch to.
Safety. More and more, it's on your mind when you think about banking. You look for signs. Federal insurance. Stability. Strength. All the while knowing that the safety of any financial institution depends largely on the character of the people who guide it and the quality of their decisions. Look to Commercial Federal. By any measure, by all standards, your money is safe at Commercial Federal.
You know, there's not many guarantees when it comes to farming. But hold on now. When it comes to corn, there is one guarantee. From Lasso and Premixed Lasso and Atrazine, the Extra Yield Guarantee Program. No other herbicides offer the Extra Yield Guarantee. Now, when you got a choice between herbicides that guarantee extra yield and ones that don't, I can guarantee which ones I'll choose. How about you?
Donahue here on 10 and 11.
A new company has begun, yet it has a 150-year history. It's only a few days old, but it's already the #1 manufacturer of medium and heavy-duty trucks. Although you've never heard of it, it's in the top quarter of the Fortune 500. The company is Navistar International, and while it's just starting to roll, it's already in high gear. Introducing Navistar, the rebirth of International Harvester.
No matter what you do in life, Dean Witter will help you plan your investments based on your individual needs.
Everybody is somebody at Dean Witter.
A member of the Sears Financial Network.
Have you looked at Allstate homeowners rates lately? Wow! They're low. You may be surprised how low they are.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
A member of the Sears Financial Network.
You know, I don't like being disappointed. Why, one time we lost a big game and I felt so bad, I sawed my car in half. That's why they call me Hacksaw. But now I take it easy and I drink light beer from Miller. Light has 1/3 less calories than their regular beer, and it's less filling. And the taste never lets me down. Hey, how about another light beer?
Sorry, Hacksaw, we just ran out.
Boy, that's very disappointing.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less.
Fuel-injected Dodge Lancers come with optional turbochargers, and you can't expect that kind of power to stay put.
It's the fun night out. And the truth is
Now, get 8.6 financing or $1,000 cash back on Lancer ES.
I had to try this to believe it. Denerex tingles. Tells me it's doing more. Selsun Blue, no tingle.
Both have dandruff medicine, but Denerex adds an extra anti-itch medicine many dermatologists recommend.
So long, Selsun Blue. Hello, Denerex.
There's nothing like the feeling of reaching for the top, and there's nothing like the feeling of the Good News disposable razor. Light, easy to handle, twin blades. It's a feeling you only get from Gillette. Good news from Gillette.
You begin with raw steel. Shape it with fire, muscle, and sweat. Polish it to razor-sharp perfection. We're looking for a few good men with a medal to be Marines.
It's your money, son. But if you want my advice, buy another Subaru.
Sure, Dad.
I thought we agreed you'd buy a Subaru.
But, Dad, I did.
The Subaru XT Coupe, chosen the 1986 MVP car of Sport magazine.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I bring on our little Italian mouse, Topo Gigio.
Hi, could you tell me a nice place to stay, please?
There's a Hyatt house down the road.
On the main streets of America, there is a changing of the guard. From a generation who started businesses close to home in a much simpler time, to a generation who knows long-distance telecommunications is no longer a luxury, but a necessity of business life. A generation who demands the economy, innovation, and quality that is the once and future trademark of GTE Sprint. When you've got Sprint, you've got the future on the line.
If you're terminally ill in Holland, you can get a doctor to end your life. In America, you have to do it yourself. That story tonight on CBS.
You know, eating more foods low in saturated fat, like vegetables and fish, does my heart good.
Your heart will love you for it.
Since I hung up my size 19 sneakers, Dave and I get together for a few light beers from Miller.
And argue about who was the greatest player.
You were the greatest. No, Bob, you were. At least we agree Light's taste is the greatest.
Yep, Light's also less filling. And you can't afford to get filled up when you're the great Bob Lanier.
Come on, Dave. You won the MVP and the championship. Those were the two biggest feats in basketball.
No, Bob. Those were the two biggest feats in basketball.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Being there. That's what being a State Farm agent is all about.
When Scott and Vicki started to outgrow their insurance, we got together and reviewed it all. The new house, a second car, life and health coverages too. A State Farm family insurance checkup can be a big help. It's free, and it's there because things change. And like a good neighbor... Right, Jason? Yeah! State Farm is there!
Who has taken the intimidation out of VCR programming?
Give me that.
RCA, with the first remote programmable VCR.
Bird,
You record exactly what you want, when you want, by remote control for easy mistake-proof programming. So simple.
I can do it myself.
From RCA.
The NBA's premier point guards will be matched when Magic Johnson and the world champion Lakers visit Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons next Sunday on CBS Sports.
The latest Dallas Cowboy in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Mr. Roger Staubach.
Imagine being here with part of the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 1985. It's a dream come true for me.
I'm Roger Staubach, and this is the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, where the class of 1985 joins 123 other men who have become part of professional football history. Frank Gatsky, the silent one, led his team to 11 championships. Joe Namath, the first man to pass for over 4,000 yards in a single season. Commissioner Pete Rozelle, who helped make professional football and the National Football League the greatest in American sports. The Juice, O.J. Simpson, first player to run for more than 2,000 yards in a single season. That's me, Roger Staubach, and I'll be here along with all the players and teams at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, waiting for you. Don't miss it.
This message furnished by the National Football League.
If you like your hamburgers hot and beefy, clap your hands. Big Mac. Quarter pounder. McDLT. Big and beefy, you can eat your fill. We got it ham warming hot off the grill. And warming hamburger time. It's a good time for the great taste. Gotta eat a lot if you don't get it hot. Hot, yeah!
學過嘅喎，佢哋全部咧都係 United States。
Chicago, Los Angeles, Boston, Massachusetts.
United Airlines can take you to the Far East from more U.S. cities than any other airline.
New York.
United Airlines to Tokyo and to Hong Kong. Fly a friend to the Far East.
You're not just flying. Meili. Colilla, Ohio. You're flying the friendly skies.
Introducing the Subaru 3-door. The perfect car for the nightlife. A perfect car for the wildlife. And the perfect car for real life.
Tuesday, the music, the legends, the superstars. It's a spectacular tribute to an American treasure, the 60th anniversary of the Grand Ole Opry.
Some companies rent you a car, and that's it. But Hertz is with you all the way, with customer service representatives to speed you on your way. Computerized driving directions to help you find your way, and 24-hour road service in case you get stuck on the way. So you have a choice for your money. You can rent from a company that just gives you a car, or rent a car that gives you a company. Hertz, you don't just rent a car, you rent a company.
We're here at the 18th hole of this light beer open, and we've seen some real unusual shots today. You said it. Hey, Bob, I think you got a birdie.
Elsie, how am I supposed to hit it through this tree?
No problem, Bert.
How's Yuka going to get out of this with
That calls for another light beer from Miller.
Make it 2, 3, 4. It's a good thing light's less filling.
Back to you, Ricky.
John, the last player's approaching the tee.
And when it goes to 100, you sell. I won't be long, girls. Hold my calls, will you? It hit the weather vane. It's in the drain. Here it comes out. It's going on the green. It's going in the hole. Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less. This open ought to be closed.
So how much you making now? Huh? I'm going fine. You gotta be making at least 25. I'm fine. Maybe a little better than that. 30? Tell me yes or no. Are you making 30? Around 30. Got any investments? Any stuff? Not really. You're making 30, and you don't have anything like that. What do you think? You're 18 years old or something?
Once there were two bears, a big bear
I'll have a Coca-Cola Classic.
and an even bigger bear.
Give me a case, Coke.
This bear loves the big, bold taste of Coca-Cola Classic, the original. And this bear loves the light, smooth taste of Coke, because it goes down real easy.
How about another?
Yeah, another case. Another case? You gotta keep a lot of Coke in the refrigerator.
Coke and Coca-Cola Classic.
Plymouth shows you why the pride is back. Plymouth Voyager, car-like handling, Plymouth's 550 protection plan. Versatile Plymouth Voyager.
The pride is back. Born in America again.
Now get low financing or $500 to $1,000 back on select Chrysler Plymouth models.
When you play on the same team,
and you both name Youngblood,
life can be confusing.
Hey, around the time I played 2 games with a broken leg.
No, Jimmy, that was me.
What? There's no confusing our favorite beer, light beer from Miller.
Yeah, light tastes great.
But Jack, you drink it because it's less filling.
No, Jim, that's you.
It is?
Paging, Mr. Youngblood.
Well, I got to go.
Not you, Jack. The other one.
Hey, that's me.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer.
And less.
At the Wall Street Journal, we believe that building a dream takes more than luck and hard work. It takes a vision of what tomorrow holds today. At the Journal, we've been giving people that vision for over 90 years. The Wall Street Journal, the daily diary of the American dream.
Fans, please.
Mr. Garfield, welcome to Embassy Suites Hotel.
My room.
Oh, all our rooms are really 2-room suites for the price of a single room.
Beautiful. Don't change a thing.
The living room, sir.
Love what you've done with this room.
The bedroom.
This is great. I need my space.
And of course, you'll want to take advantage of Embassy Suites free breakfast.
Food.
Served every morning.
At Embassy Suites, you don't have to be a fat cat to enjoy the sweet life.
I resemble that remark.
Next Sunday, the NBA's premier point guards will go head-to-head as Magic Johnson and the world champion Los Angeles Lakers take on Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons. Then in NCAA basketball, powerful North Carolina goes for its first win ever against Marquette. And on the season premiere of CBS Sports Sunday, John Madden reveals his picks for the All-Madden team. Plus the World Triathlon Championships from Nice, France. All next Sunday on CBS Sports. This is CBS.
Hi, I'm Dick Enberg for GTE. You know, telecommunications and football have a lot in common. They both involve things like good connections, conference calls, and data communications. And for their communications, more and more NFL teams rely on GTE. Teams like the Dallas Cowboys, Tampa Bay Bucks, Indianapolis Colts, and Seattle Seahawks. For your quality communications, talk to the telecommunications consultant to Super Bowl 20. Talk to GTE. We respond.
Introducing a high-performance machine for your office. Canon's NP7550 copying system. 0 to 50 in 60 seconds flat. Automatically shifts to the right paper size. Zooms up and down. Does two-sided copying. From two-sided originals and sorting, all automatically. That's why Canon's NP7550 is the automatic choice. So step on it. You've got deadlines to meet.
See Modern Methods Incorporated, your authorized Canon dealer with these Lincoln and other Nebraska locations.
What's this in the blue and yellow bag?
It's Brute, the brand to switch to. A corn soil insecticide that fits the recommended practice of chemical rotation. Only Brute trimethacarb insecticide is formulated by a unique process that blends active ingredient throughout each granule. So Brute enters the soil gradually to protect your corn all through the rootworm season. For stopping power and staying power, switch to Brute. It stops rootworms.
Jeopardy's got the spirit on 10/11.
To learn more about professional football, the Library of Congress suggests these books. The New Thinking Man's Guide to Professional Football by Paul Zimmerman. What a Game They Played by Richard Whittenham. These and other interesting books are waiting for you at your local libraries and bookstores. Visit them, and they'll be happy to help you read more about it.
Hello, I'm Leona, your automatic teller. Can I help you with a student loan?
No, a car loan, Leona. Thanks, Father.
A home improvement loan.
Aye.
auto loan?
It's a General Motors car.
Between beats, state your name, address, social security number, present, and 3 prior employers between beats.
Charles Krause, 2128 cents.
Begin again.
Charles Krause. No, Charles Krause.
Begin again.
Charles Krause.
Don't get hassled when you finance a new car or truck at GMAC Financing, only at your GM dealer.
Is there someone live I could talk with around
Do we
here?
have one of our calendars? This is a farm calendar. We also have what they call spring calendar. If I can only find it over here.
Introducing an incredible advance in Gillette shaving smoothness. New Atra Plus. The Plus is this unique white strip that releases lubricants as you shave. You never felt anything smoother. New Atra Plus by Gillette, the essence of shaving.
That thing works like a Chevy truck. But me and my buddies want to get away on a rough, tough expedition. What works for us is my rough, tough sport truck, Chevy S10 Maxi Cab. It's got room for all our survival gear. And more room inside than any compact pickup ever. So bring on the wild, bring on the mud. There's nothing like roughing it. Hey, if it doesn't fit my S10, it doesn't fit my life.
Now get 7.9 financing on new two-wheel drive S10 pickups and maxi cabs.
Well, another long-distance bill. A bill should be an important way for a business to collect information. But if it's an AT&T bill, it might only collect dust. Fortunately, there's the billing solution from GTE Sprint. Now you can break down spending by client, location, department, or individual. So you can put that information to work, not into storage. When you've got Sprint, you've got the future on the line.
Today's Equitable is more than insurance. We're one of America's top real estate investors. Today's Equitable, your key to financial opportunity. We're also America's leading manager of pension and retirement funds. Today's Equitable, your key to financial opportunity. Our 9,000 agents can help bring you financial security. What we do for major corporations, we can do for you. Your key to financial opportunity.
You finally get the answer, and now you can't wait to tell someone. Here at Hewlett-Packard, we never stop thinking about how our business computing equipment can be used to solve your company's problems. It's the Hewlett-Packard way of doing things. We're always asking, what if?
I've got it. They need easy access to their database, right? What if we used the personal productivity?
You don't get to the top by looking back. You go for it. With all the power you can muster, all the confidence, all the poise. And you know that when you finally make your move, you're going to go all the way. Cavaliers, for people who know exactly where they're going.
And now get 7.9% financing on new Chevy Cavaliers.
Tenneco is a leading oil and gas producer. Tenneco is America's most successful shipyard. Tenneco is the world's leading exhaust system manufacturer. Tenneco is premium fruit, nuts, and vegetables. Tenneco is one of America's largest natural gas pipelines. The Tenneco family, building on quality.
Someone mentioned murder?
Okay, Dad, come on in.
A blind woman could help Harry unravel a murder, but will she live to tell her tale?
Who's there?
June Allison guest stars on Crazy Like a Fox.
On June 8, 1984, a tornado struck Barneveld, Wisconsin. About the only thing left standing was the water tower.
After the tornado, people said this is the end of a small town. Barneveld said not this small town.
Round here, folks will always get right in when something gets out of hand.
Just thought we can make it, we can rebuild, we can come back, and we have.
A place where people have a sense of pride, and that's what keeps them right here. Where you count on your own, you call it your home, and Miller's the beer. Miller's made the American way, born and brewed in the USA. Proud of the people who are drinking it today.
Miller contains no additives or preservatives. Purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Some towns are held together with nails and wood, but this town's held together with a lot of pride and a lot of family.
Miller's made the American way.
Introducing Nova. From today's Chevrolet. Nova. An American-built car equipped for your comfort with dozens of thoughtful details. And a 5-speed overdrive transmission and 4-wheel independent suspension for responsive performance. Nova. It's not just better, it's the best of both worlds. And now get 7.9% financing on new Chevy Nova.
John Madden reveals his picks for the All-Madden team. And Nice, France is the setting for the World Triathlon Championships next weekend on CBS Sports Sunday.
A new company has begun, yet it has a 150-year history. It's only a few days old, but it's already the #1 manufacturer of medium and heavy-duty trucks. Although you've never heard of it, it's in the top quarter of the Fortune 500. The company is Navistar International, and while it's just starting to roll, it's already in high gear. Introducing Navistar, the rebirth of International Harvester.
Can happen anytime. When you work for Hewlett-Packard, you don't just sell business computing systems, you solve problems. So when you have an idea, you do something about it. You never stop asking, what if?
You know that electronic mail project for the bank? What if we used HP methods?
Try one on. Celebrity Eurosport. Something more from today's Chevrolet. Celebrity Eurosport.
And now get 7.9% financing on new 4-cylinder Chevy Celebrities.
This is CBS.
When you apply Lorsban 15G rootworm insecticide in front of the covering wheel, you get a band of protection shaped like a T. T-band with Lorsban 15G. You get banded and in-furrow protection from the surface for cutworms to the root zone for rootworms. T-band with seed-safe Lorsban 15G. In conservation or conventional tillage, it's the best way yet to control rootworms, cutworms, wireworms, grubs, and seed corn maggots too. T-band with Lorsban 15G. For corn security.
In this Sunday's newspaper, look for this special invitation to become a member of the National Geographic Society. As a member, you receive 12 monthly issues of the National Geographic magazine with spectacular pictures, fascinating articles, plus valuable maps. It's amazingly inexpensive, a superb value, and you won't find it at newsstands or bookstores. That's why I urge you to take advantage of this special invitation in Sunday's newspaper, National Geographic. It's one of a kind.
Decal Fighter Genetics.
Think you'll make it back?
How about it, Grandpa?
If it all looks like this, I kind of doubt it.
Hey, Rod, bring the truck. I'm already full.
Might as well go.
Okay.
That first pass says it all.
One pass proves you can't beat T1100.
The Spirit of Nebraska, 1011, and you.
There's a lot of paperwork here. There's always paperwork when you buy a house. First one says that you lose the house if you don't make your payments. You probably don't want to think about that, but you do have to sign it. The next says the property is insured for the amount of the note, and you sign that in the lower left corner. This pretty much says that nobody's got a gun to your head. You're entering this agreement freely. Next is the house is free of termites. Last one says the house will be your primary residence and that you won't be relying on rental income to make the payments. I hope you brought your checkbook. This is the fun part. I say that all the time, though most people don't think so.
You're about to see an unusual race. 3 European performance sedans against the Toyota Cressida.
Go get him, James.
The Cressida is a luxury car with limousine style, comfort, and features. And the Cressida's independent suspension and electronically fuel-injected twin-cam 6 fits right in with its European counterparts. The Toyota Cressida. It's up with the best of them in every way but one. Price.
Did we win, James? By about $15,000, sir.
Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
Looking for something more in a car? But the cost of keeping it on the road hangs over it like a dark cloud? Introducing a ray of sunshine. The 1986 Toyota Tercel. It has the lowest operating cost of any car in America. It's Toyota's lowest priced car. It has more room than any subcompact and front-wheel drive. The Toyota Tercel. You won't get soaked.
Look at that for anything more. Toyota.
Where I come from, folks stand proud and tall. You know they're always sincere. It's where your word is your word. A friend's a friend, and Miller's the beer. Miller's made the American way. Born and brewed in the USA.
Miller beer contains no additives, no preservatives.
Miller's made the American way.
Here at Hewlett-Packard, we believe that the best way to solve your business computing problem is to make it our problem. Because we know that whatever system we design for your company, we're going to live with it too. We never stop asking, what if?
Wait a minute. They have this incredible backlog of data requests.
You're right. What if we used the 3,000? The NBA's premier point guards will be matched when Magic Johnson and the world champion Lakers visit Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons next Sunday on CBS Sports.
Yesterday, buying an IBM XT was a good business decision. But today, the Tandy 1200 from Radio Shack can give you the same power and performance for about half the price. The 1200 runs the same IBM XT compatible software, is backed by a company committed to service and support. And the Tandy 1200 costs about half as much. Tandy, clearly superior. In business for business. Only at Radio Shack Computer Centers.